What is the story, everybody? This is Jonathan from Team ChainBlock coming at you with yet another deck profile. But as always, before we get into it, please like, comment and subscribe. And please check the links in the description where you will find a link to Kong's cards and you can take advantage of our discount code ChainBlock5 for 5% off all your purchases at checkout. The most recent set at time recording is Rage of the Abyss, an incredible set that looks to set the format for God knows how many months. The year of water could potentially be upon us, but yet there is loads of singles and cores over Kong's cards, so get them before they go. They are going quick. Again, also check out the Kong's card Facebook page, as I just recently done a giveaway video last night of 2 booster boxes of Rota. So yeah, go check it out. We're always doing giveaways and we do a lot of free stuff for our community over at Kong's cards. Also, quick shout out to anyone who has subscribed to us, as we are desperately trying to get to 1k subscribers. I think we're at nearly 850 now, and we're trying to reach that goal before the end of the year. We've essentially doubled our subscriber count in the last 2 months, and yeah, we just hope to keep on going and bringing out more content. So, if it wasn't obvious enough by what you see in front of you here today, I am profiling for you Nemleria, a really funny archetype that has a super crazy gimmick if you can pull it off, and will leave some of your opponents very, very salty. To quote an old Irish rhyme and mix it up a little bit, you scream, I scream, your opponent's gonna scream when they get OTK by ice cream. So let's get into it and start it off with the main card of the Archetype, Tree Dreaming Nemleria. It's super cool card, a very good just pendulum card essentially. It's a level 8 scale. All of our monsters that are Nemlerias are level 10s, but it's a really good card nonetheless. So what it does is, its pendulum effect is you can place one Nemleria continuous spell anywhere in your spell and trap card zone. At the moment there is only one, but the one it does search is really good. Also, when this card is face up on your extra deck and you control no face down extra deck monsters, you can special summon it and then you can banish your opponent's board. For every 3 cards that you have banished face down, you can banish 1 card your opponent controls. So who knew? Non-targeting banishing is really good in YuGiOh. Next we are playing one Realized. He is the only one that is not a beast or beast warrior. He is a fairy, but he's still really good. His summoning mechanic lets us to out our own floodgate, but I'll get into that when we get there. So yeah, as I said, you can target 1 card you control, 1 monster, place it at the bottom of the deck and then special summon this guy. He can also add you a Dreaming Nemleria from your deck to face up on your extra deck, just placing this card. Most of them require to have Dreaming Nemleria face up. Or you can book and moon 1 card your opponent controls. Really good. Next off we have one Reveal. Reveal's a really good card, so we are playing a certain card which conflicts with graveyard interaction, but the card we're playing, I'll say it when we get there, you can probably already guess, it's really good and I just think the cons outweigh it in this deck. So you can banish 3 cards from your extra deck and then special summon this card from your graveyard. You can also set 1 Nemleria trap by sending a level 10 beast monster from your deck to your GY. And yeah, really good card, really good extension. They are all pretty high attack except for Realized. But next off we have 2 Aurelier. Yeah, I'm sorry about the names, they're all kind of French. So yeah, this is also a really good card. So if you have a face up pendulum monster in your extra deck, you can just special summon this guy. Most of them specifically mention Dreaming Nemleria as that summoning requirement. But you can banish 1 card from your extra deck face down, and then this card gains 500 attack for every monster your opponent controls. Now it's already at 2.5k, so yeah, 2500. So this card can get absolutely massive going into your opponent's board. Next off we are playing Kute, whatever. Kote? We'll go with Kote. Again, sorry if I butchered the names, but yeah. So this is a really good card. So again, if you have a face up extra deck monster, you can just special summon this, and it is targeted protection for Nemleria cards. So if your opponent targets a Nemleria card, you can banish 1 face down monster or extra deck card from your extra deck and then protect it. Next off, we are playing essentially an Nemleria monster, 1 Behemoth, the king of 100 battles. So again, this card is a level 10 beast monsters. There is a lot of interaction with level 10 beast monsters. There's not really many targets, this one being probably the best one. The rest are like the Sphinx cards from the YuGiOh movie way back then. But if they do ever release another one, this deck will just get so much more, and it's already pretty good as it is. It can easily steal games. So you can tribute summon this card and special summon it. by tripling just one monster. And also you can target one beast warrior, or one winged beast monster in your GY and add it to your hand. So really, really good. This card does lose 700 attack when you do that, but sure, look, it's doing recycling and it's just keeping your engine going. Next off, we are playing 2 Dream Tower of Princess Nemleria. The card discards Pendulum Effect Searches. Now this continuous trap is really, really good. So you can banish 2 face down cards from your extra deck and then add 2 level 10 beast monsters with different names from your deck to your hand. That's incredible. That's why I said this is the best target for that. Also, if a Nemleria monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effects, while you have this card face up in your extra zone, you can banish 1 face down card from your extra deck instead of its destruction. So really, really good. It's protection, it's a searcher, it does it all. Next off, we're playing a card that got a nice ultra rarity upgrade in the tins, 1 Sweet Dreams Nemleria. So you can add 1 Nemleria monster from your deck to your hand, and then if you have this card face up in your extra deck, your opponent cannot respond to your Nemleria summons. So that is just really, really good. Then it also does recur itself by placing it on the bottom of the deck from GY, and then you can target 1 Dream Nemleria you control and put it back in your extra deck. So again, after you activate this card's effect to banish your opponent's board, you can put it back in your extra deck with this and potentially do it again. Next off, for our 1 trap that we're searching off, this guy is Nemleria Love. Really, really good trap. I am just kind of doing the 1-on-1 traps. We have 1 more. But you can special summon a Nemleria monster from your deck or a level 10 beast monster from your hand or deck in defense position. It does return to the hand in the end phase, but you can, with this card, go and do some rank 10 plays. Also, it does have attack reduction by reducing your opponent's monster's attack and defense for each face down card banished. And if you have your whole extra deck banished, that's at least 1500 minus attack for an opponent's monster, which can make all the difference. Then our last target for our trap card is 1 Nemleria Repeater. Really good card. So you can add a Nemleria card from your GY to your hand. Any damage this turn you take is half. Or you can send 1 level 10 beast monster you control to the graveyard, and if you do, negate the effects of all face-up monster your opponent controls. So it's like a big skill drain. And these targets trigger based on how many face-down banished cards you have. Really, really good. So yeah, that is the Nemleria portion of the deck. Hopefully we get some cards soon, but I'm going to show some cards now that we play with them just to bolster their attempt to steal you with some games. Right, next off, a card which I was saying kind of sort of conflicts with it in ways, but the benefits definitely outweigh the faults, and that is 3-Dimension Shifter. This card obviously just, sometimes it's an OTK for your opponent. If you activate this, a lot of decks just cannot play it. If you open it, you open it. If you don't, you just do your standard Nemleria stuff and go from there. Next, we're playing some cards that just, you know, go hand in hand with Shifter. 3 cash to your Fenrir. Funny thing is, the summoning requirement for Fenrir is not once per turn. The amounts of times I've summoned Fenrir, just summoned them, and then as I've controlled the monsters, and then their opponent has wasted an interaction on the Fenrir after I've added or whatever, and then you just summon another Fenrir and they're like, okay, that did nothing. And then, as our whole gimmick revolves around banishing the extra deck, we are playing 3 Eater of Midians, a really funny card that you can special summon by banishing 5 or more cards from your field or extra or hand, hand or extra deck. So yeah, you can, in this deck, I find myself always banishing 15 extra deck cards just to make everything live. And it has, if it battles an opponent's monster, you can banish it face down. So it is kind of awkward for cards out as well. They'd have to pop it or banish it essentially. So moving on to another funny package I'm playing. You can absolutely play the adventure package in this, although playing Shifter does kind of mess up that a little bit with some of your adventure cards. But I'm testing this out and it's tested really well. It's a package that I've always really liked, and it was particularly good in Kashtira a while ago. I remember testing that for regionals. But yeah, we are playing Condemned Witch, a really good card that searches you a forbidden quick play spell. And then on your opponent's turn, you contribute it to special summon a fairy monster, a level 4 fairy monster. What's a level 4 fairy monster? The Barrier Statue of the Heavens. Now, I had a conversation with Sean Kinsella not too long ago, stating that they should probably just banish all the barrier statues. Obviously, there is a lot of good light cards floating around like in Quaver, but if you're playing against a fire or water deck and you get this guy out, it's gotta be very hard for them to out unless they have a big normal summon. And even if they do, we have a forbidden droplet to half their attack, and we have the Nemleria trap to reduce their attack even further. Obviously droplet does conflict with dimension shift and you can't activate it under that, but we're also playing the one forbidden chalice to search. So if you open shifter, you search this. If you don't, you search the droplet. Really good. Now for the last cards in our main deck, we have some spell and trap cards. We are playing the 3 Pot of Extravagance. Our extra deck really doesn't matter. You can make some XYZ 10s, but really we're just digging to get our Nemleria package up and going. We are playing the 2 talents, you know, super cool card, draw 2, steal, look at your opponent's hand, does it all. We are playing a really cool card, which I never thought I'd be playing a pendulum card, but all this card does is add 1 pendulum monster from your deck, place it face up on your extra deck. Now your whole deck's gimmick revolves around getting Dreaming Nemleria face up on your extra deck, so this card does really accomplish it. And then the last spell card in the deck is 1 Call by the Grave. Of course, it's Call by. Now we are only playing 3 traps in the deck, and see if you can guess them. They are of course 3 Infinite Impermanence, just to stop your opponent before they get going. Now that's it for the main deck. Let's go quickly into the extra deck. Now as I said, the extra deck isn't really important, but you can potentially get out some cards. So you can make a really popular card in UBEL at the moment for Rudras. It is essentially Baron, it negates and then pops 1. Then if you detach a material, it can pop another card. Really good, you can make it in this deck. Then we're playing some time cards. We are playing 2 Super Dreadnought Red Cannon. We're playing the 2 because of the Pot of Extravagance. And then we are playing our other trains. Door specifically is really good, as I have made this card and then special summoned out the Dreaming Nemleria, and then my opponent has tried to negate its effects to banish their board, and then I've just made it unaffected with Door. Really cool. We're playing Zeus because we're playing XYZs, and then we are playing, of course, the Typhon. We're just playing some back row removal in Phoenix, again playing 2 because of Extravagance. We're playing Dark to potentially go into SP or our Nightmare Unicorn. I'd play 2 SPs if I had them. We are playing IP Masquerade to help that also, and then we're potentially climbing up into the Access Torker with the Dark. Now, the last card in the extra deck is a pretty funny one. I remember seeing this card a long time ago and thinking, you know, this would be really good in something. We're playing 1 Firefighting the Rumadal, not the Ruma Cannon, the Rumadal. If you could search the trap, that would be amazing. But yeah, you can uniquely make this card in this deck and take advantage of it. It takes 2 beasts, Beast Warriors, or Winged Beast Monsters. So what it does is it gains 100 attack for each beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast Monster on the field. So it's at 1500, so just with itself on the field, it's going to 1600, and whatever else you have can get it even bigger. So once per turn, just freely, you can target 1 spell and trap on each field and destroy it. That's absolutely fine, doesn't have to be face up, it's just free removal. And when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can target 1 of your beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monsters that is banished or in your GY and add it to your hand. So it is recursion under shifter, and I found that really handy in testing. So guys, that's it for the deck profile. Again, please like, comment and subscribe. Please help us get to that magical 1k. Please keep Kong's cards in mind when you're making all your purchases. And again, there is some Rage of Abyss left in stock. That's it, and see ya.